points in the game.
Schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. Welcome everyone to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on another team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The LSU Tigers offense will go to work first. The Gators devastated and humiliated the Tigers the last time they got together.
Well, the Gators dominated that game in all three phases, and that's something they're trying to do again in this one today. Offensively, it's about explosive plays. Defensively, it's about creating takeaways, and they're going to have to make a play or two on special teams. If they do that, the Gators feel like they're going to win this one again.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. So the Florida Gators offense will take the field for the first time. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Genty,
turning it on! Finally run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They'll mark it at the 18. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Right back to the well. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets back.
Back's going for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal getting him.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but what an opportunity here from the 23-yard line. This offense has it with really good field position. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man. There he goes. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Gators!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Favre. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. LSU right back to the line. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They'll run the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Tight end now in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Using the quick game. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. The Tigers headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, you've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Pressure coming. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away.
Number 19 in punt formation to kick it away.
Takes it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. got the first down and more. Flying out to the left. The 20, 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
LSU will get a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
He's got the tight end, and they pick up just a few on that completion. LSU quick to the line. Gonna swing it on second down. The screen, he's got wheels, and this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. It's a seam wide open. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. The screen, he can go. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Under fire. The screen, and watch out. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Lets it fly. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's got it down the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Give to the running back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. And the Gators have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touchdown Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Throws for the tight end. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Florida! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Soft spot in the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it on the move. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Touchdown LSU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Gets it out fast. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good decision. Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero coverage, like nobody covers him at all, and that's what they did right there. That's not good sound defense.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
He'll keep it himself. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. It's complete to the left. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Pulls and fires complete. And they'll finally shove him out of bounds after a strong run.
When you got a weapon this good at tight end, a quarterback, you've got to look his way, especially in this area of the field. Because remember, it's the red zone where these windows...
Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. They'll open the 2nd half with a run. Fouls through the defense. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. With jet sweep pass. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And the Gators lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. They just needed inches. Instead, they lost 3 feet. What a play by the defense. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Here comes the heat. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the the chains now on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and 1. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Gators sending the offense back to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse,
he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the catch down the right side. The Gators want to pick up the tempo.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Wow, well, the offense a play ago comes up with a big completion down the field, and they decide to go right back to another passing play to see if they can add on to it, and they were not able to protect the quarterback. Big missed opportunity.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Tigers! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
LSU 23.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Snags it over the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Got 5 wideouts spread across the... Second and 5. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Here's the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
It'll be 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. It's complete to the right. Ernie on the Jets. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And the Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's got his man. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger gain.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved.
Touchdown, Florida! And the pummeling has started.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on 1st down, open up the entire playbook.
Man, it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down marker. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes one deep. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. To the ground, he's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Tough, determined run. Gets it down to the 12.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Gators will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's trying to get it in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, not a lot the defense can do on that play. They got a curl route. They're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have...
He lets it fly. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. The Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw again. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He uncorks one deep. Oh, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They'll start this drive going to the air. Zings it complete to the right. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Wide out trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
55, LSU, 30.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Here's the pressure. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. And another big play by this offense. And if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Starts a drive trying to go up top. They get to him as he throws. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. They'll put in play from the 41 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens